Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naveen and this week's video is a super exciting one for me because I'm gonna be reading fantasy books for a whole week. One thing you should know about me is I just started getting into my fantasy books. I haven't really read much of it, but the ones that I've read I've really enjoyed, and I really like the feeling of like getting lost in a different world, and especially if it has magic, like discovering the magic system and how it works and all of that. It's so exciting to me. So the first book we're going to be reading for this week is one that I'm super excited about. Like, I've been wanting to read this book since I bought it, and I bought it back in August. So without further ado, it's One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. I've heard so many great things about this book. Not only this book, but also Two Twisted Crowns and The Night and the Moth. So, we're gonna start reading One Dark Window. Then we're gonna, like, if I really enjoy it, I'm gonna go into Two Twisted Crowns because it's a duology. So I wanna, like, well, I own both of them, and if I can get it done, like, super quick, I want to get it done super quick. So if I really enjoy it, which I think I'm going to, I'm gonna go into Two Twisted Crowns, and then maybe we'll try to read also The Night and the Moth. That's the TBR for right now. Don't hold me to it because next week, today's Friday, next week I start my exams at school. So I have to study a lot. So I don't know how much free time I'm gonna have for reading, but I'm gonna make as much time as I can because I really want to get through at least two of them. At least a duology. Maybe we'll leave The Night and the Moth for another video. But yeah, I'm super excited. Hello guys, it's Saturday, it's the next day, it's around 7 p.m. and I just got back home from hanging out with a friend. We went to the mall and we went to have some food first, and then we were walking around and we passed the bookstore and we were like, should we go in, should we not? We decided to go in, and because I have no self-control, I bought a book, but I only allowed myself to buy one book. But there was this other one called Victorian Psycho that I was really interested in, but I didn't end up getting because I only allowed myself to have one, and I chose already. So the book that I bought is Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I don't know if it's Catabasis or Catabasis. I'm a little bit confused about the pronunciation of the title, but I feel like I've heard you can pronounce it both the ways. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure. But as you guys know, I don't buy not paperbacks, I don't buy hardcovers. And when I saw this edition and I saw how floppy it was, I was like, this is my dream book, because it's like a rather large paperback and it's floppy. It's so floppy, like it lays completely flat. That's how floppy it is. This is perfect, and it's rather large if we compare it to One Dark Window, which is like a regular sized paperback. You can see the difference there. But yeah, so I don't go into books reading the synopsis because I feel like they can be a little bit spoilery, and most of the times I don't want to spoil myself, so I don't read them. But if there's a blurb by an author, I will read that because I feel like it just has the right amount of information you need. And this book is blurred by Lee Bardugo and Rebecca Ross, and then below the blurbs there was this phrase that said, Dante's Inferno meets Susanna Clarke's Piranesi in this all-new dark academia fantasy from R.F. Kuang. I haven't read the is it Dante's Inferno? Like, is it a standalone, or isn't it Inferno like apart from the Divine Comedy? I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, like Inferno is apart from the Divine Comedy. But whatever, I haven't read that, but I have read Piranesi, and I did enjoy it. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this. I was a little bit how do you say it? Oh, I was a little bit intimidated by this book, but after reading that, I'm super excited to get into it. And then I did start reading One Dark Window yesterday. I just didn't give an update because I didn't feel like picking up the camera. Oh no, that's not why. It's because I went out for dinner. That's why. Not me lying. But yeah, so I did start One Dark Window, and I only got like 20 pages into the book. But I really enjoyed the 20 pages that I read. At first, if I'm not mistaken, this is marketed as a YA fantasy. I don't know why I thought it was going to read really young. That's the idea. That's the notion that I had in my head, that it was going to read pretty young. But it doesn't read young at all. It reads, I don't know how it reads. It doesn't read young, which I appreciate, to be honest. And I'm gonna try and give you like a synopsis, because I only read 20 pages, so there's not much I can say, but I'm gonna try. So in this world, there's this sickness going around, and it's kind of like a plague. It's kind of like a plague almost. When you get infected by it, your veins will turn really, really dark, like a really, really dark color, and then you will get a fever. And after the fever passes, you get magic. And in this world, there are two types of magic. There's like magic cards, I think, and those are allowed, but the magic that you get from this sickness, it's not allowed. I think that if someone finds out that you have magic, they can like report you, and then they will kill you because it's not legal to have that type of magic. I feel like that's correct. Maybe I'm wrong and it's not, but I feel like that's correct. I feel like that's how it works. So our main character, she went through that, and now she has magic. And the way her magic manifests is she has this voice in her head, and it's a man, because of course it's a man. And it talks to her. She calls him the Nightmare, and it's just randomly talking to her. We don't know what it is or who it is. She doesn't either. So I feel like we're going to discover who this person or entity or thing is. And I don't know how much more I can say. Like, I feel like it's not going to be like a huge spoiler anyway, because I'm only like 20 pages into the book. But I feel like, I'm gonna tell you. So she gets the sickness while she's around 9 or 10 a.m. 9 or 10 years old. And her father, she sends her to live with her aunt and uncle, and they are the ones taking care of her while his father is in his house, and he remarries at some point. I don't know if it's before the sickness or after the sickness, because she does have a stepmom and two stepsisters. Not stepsisters, half sisters. But I don't know when the wedding or the remarrying or the having kids happens. I think it's before the sickness. So she gets the sickness. She's sent away to live with her aunt and uncle, and at first she's really happy because she thinks like, okay, this sickness has passed, and she had no signs of having any type of magic within her. And then she starts hearing this voice, And she has been keeping this secret since she was 9 or 10 years old, and she's like 20 right now. I'm pretty sure, if my math is correct, she's around 20 years old. So she has been holding this secret for like 10 years at this point, which is crazy, if you ask me. And that's basically where I'm at. I would love to tell you more, but I don't know. I don't know anything more than that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get changed, put on my pajamas so I can be comfy, and read for like an hour and a half. And I'll give you guys an update.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I don't know if you're going to be able to tell the difference, but I'm filming with a different camera. My brother lent it to me. It's his camera. It's a Sony something. I don't know what the actual name of the camera is. But I usually film with my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera that I love, because look at it, it's so tiny in comparison to this one, for example, or like a regular filming camera. It's so tiny and it films at 4K, and you can connect a mic and all of that, which I love. My only problem with it is the color. The color always looks weird. It dulls out the colors for whatever reason, and I hate that about it. So my brother has this camera, and I was like, okay, can you just like lend it to me so I can finish filming this video and see like the difference in colors, you know, because quality is going to be the same. This camera also films at 4K, which is usually how I film with my DJI. So yeah, the one thing that I noticed is the volume. I feel like right now the volume is going to be really low or something because I don't have a mic, but I have bought a mic and it comes on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, so I hope to have a mic by Wednesday, and I'll connect it and see how it works. So if you notice the difference, that's why. And then an update, it's Saturday, like I said, it's 10:15. I was in the living room reading One Dark Window, and I made it to page 51. Chapter 4, I have to start chapter 5 right now. And I'm really liking it. The story has started to pick up, and I'm actually enjoying the nightmare. Like, I thought he was going to be like this annoying man, not like commenting on random things, but he's not that. Like, he's not annoying at all. I actually find him kind of funny in a weird way. I feel like he has a little bit of comedic relief. Maybe we'll get that with him, maybe we won't, I'm not sure, but right now that's what it's giving. And the writing, I'm really enjoying the writing and the setting. It's so moody, like it's giving gothic. Like, I would say this is a gothic fantasy. It's giving dark and gloomy and foggy, and yeah, it's giving gothic. So there's that. And now I think I'm just gonna go wash my face, watch some YouTube videos for a little bit before going to bed, and then go to bed. This is my fourth time trying to record this clip, and I sure hope it works this time, because I feel like my head is all over the place and what I'm saying doesn't make any type of sense. I'm confusing myself while I'm speaking. That's why I keep like deleting the clips and refilming it. But yeah, so I've been reading One Dark Window. I'm on page 202, chapter 19, and I have some thoughts. So first of all, the setting. Rachel Gillick does such a good job at setting up the mood and describing everything. I feel like I'm a little fly on the wall in this world, and I'm just like flying around watching everything that's going on. I'm so immersed in the story. Like these 150 pages that I've read have felt like I've read 50 pages, to be honest. It has not felt like I've been reading for that long. So yeah, I really like the writing. The setting, it's like this gothic, woody, fall-like setting, and I am really enjoying it. You guys, so we have been introduced to a few more characters. At first we only knew about our FMC, her family, and the nightmare that lives with her, or inside her I should say. So we only knew about them. Now we have been introduced to a few more characters, and every single one feels like their own person. I don't know if that makes sense, but they don't feel like a copy-paste of each other. It feels like there has been thought put into these characters and why they are the way they are, and the part they're gonna play into this story. So I really enjoy that. We have met, I'm pretty sure we have met our MMC, and I think I really like him. He's been such a breath of fresh air in regards to MMCs in fantasy worlds, because at least from the ones that I've read, he hasn't been an asshole to our FMC. Not once. He has done some questionable start at the beginning when they first met, but he hasn't been outright mean or rude to her, and he keeps blushing. I don't know why, but like when she says something or he touches her or something of the sort, he keeps blushing, and that's so cute to me. Oh my god, I don't know. He's just, I really like him. Also, another character that I really like is the Nightmare. When I first got into the story, I thought I was not going to like him at all, because I was like, okay, so we have this 500-year-old creature that it's kind of tormenting this poor little 20-year-old. At first I didn't know where it was going, and with the descriptions that we were getting about the Nightmare, it was really creepy. So I was like, okay, where is this going to go? But now I really like him. I really like his little I like his little snarky comments, and yeah, I'm really enjoying him, which I was not expecting. And I think I've said this before, but he kind of gives comedic relief sometimes. And he also reminds me of Elm, I think it's his name. They give similar vibes to me. The pacing is pretty good actually. It's not slow and it's not fast. It's perfect in my opinion, because things are happening, but they are not happening at a pace where you're like, okay, what's going on? Where am I? What just happened? And anything like that. It's pretty easy to keep up with the story. I don't think I have anything else to say. I have way more things that I want to say, but I cannot say them because they are spoilers. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the book. I'm enjoying the characters. I'm enjoying the plot. The pace is fine. The atmosphere, chef's kiss. The writing, really good as well. So yeah, I'm having a good time with the book. I just finished filming the last clip that you saw, and my brother just came and gave me one of my birthday gifts because my birthday is on Saturday next week. And it's Tourist Season by, I think it's Breen Weaver. Look at the cover. It's so pretty. This is, I read Butcher and Blackbird and I love that book. I gave it 5 stars. I haven't read the other 2 on this series, which are called Leather and Lark and Scythe and Sparrow. I haven't read those. I don't know if I'm going to, because I haven't heard great things about them. But I saw she came out with a new book and I was like, you know what, I really enjoyed Butcher and Blackbird, so why not give this a chance, since I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna read the other 2. So when my brother asked me what I wanted for my birthday, I was like, you can buy me some books. So he did, and this is the first one that he got me. It just got here, and yeah, I have no idea what it's about. I don't want to know either. I just want to go into it blind, knowing what Butcher and Blackbird was and kind of going by the cover. I'm pretty sure this has something to do with serial killers. So it looks like we're gonna have a bit of a little bit of a haul in this video, because I also have a book coming on Wednesday, and my brother also got me another. So we have 2 more books coming during the week. But yeah, I'm really excited to add this to my TBR, and I feel like this is going to be perfect for the fall/winter season. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into it.
Much later.
It's Monday. It's around 3 p.m. and I don't have a reading update just yet, but I got some book mail that I want to show you. Because remember when I told you I was waiting for a book that was supposed to get here on Wednesday? Well, it ended up getting here today. So I wanted to show you guys. The book in question is the Mindfuck series by S.D. Abbey. And I got the complete edition, like the 5 books all in one. And she's a floppy book, like, can you see that? She's so floppy and it's so satisfying, like flipping through the book. I cannot stop doing it. I feel like I should stop doing it because I'm gonna spoil myself, but I cannot stop doing it. It's so satisfying. What I know about the book is very limited, but I think it's about our FMC. She is a serial killer, and our MMC is an FBI agent that is assigned to that case, and he's trying to discover who this serial killer is, and then somehow they both end up together, like dating, I think, and she knows he's the FBI agent that's looking for her, but he doesn't know she's the serial killer. Or maybe he kind of guesses at some point. I don't know. I'm not sure, if I'm being honest. But I feel like that's the premise, if I'm not mistaken. Because on the back of the book, it doesn't say anything. It's like, look, it only says, they took too much, left too little. I had nothing to lose until him. So what does that mean? This is not helping whatsoever. Oh, maybe there is. Oh, there is a synopsis in here, but it's pretty long and I feel like I'm gonna spoil myself somehow, and I don't need to know more than I told you guys. How are you guys? It's Wednesday. As you can see, we have a cute little microphone. It just got here like 40 minutes ago, And I hope the audio is better because I wasn't using any microphone with this camera, like any external mic. I was just using the mic that comes with the actual camera, which I don't know how good that is going to be. I still have to find out because I haven't started editing the video, so I don't know how it sounds. This has to sound better, right? Like, come on. But yeah, so we have that. It's so cute. It's so tiny. What else? I also got the second book that my brother got me for my birthday presents. And it's Butcher and Blackbird by Breen Weaver. I just actually realized that Tourist Season was also by Breen Weaver. It's not his fault at all. I asked for them. So I got one that I haven't read and then one that I have read and I've adored. Like, this was 5 stars for me. The concept was so interesting and I had such a fun time reading it. The characters, the plot, everything. It was like a 10 out of 10 for me. But as I've said before, I don't know if, because this was such a high for me, I kind of don't want to go and continue with the series because I'm scared that it's not going to like live up to the hype that this book has created. That's why I asked for Tourist Season, because it's supposed to be like a completely new world. I don't know if it's like a new world, but it's completely different characters. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with the series. And if you guys don't know what this book is about, I don't know how much I can tell, but it's pretty much a romance book between 2 serial killers. I feel like that's all you should know. You should go into it blind. I would say it has some trigger warnings. They don't really come to mind right now. Let me see if there are trigger warnings here in the actual book. Okay, so we have some trigger warnings. We have eyeballs and eye sockets, amateur surgery, skin ornaments, chainsaws, axes, knives, scalpels, a lot of sharp objects, accidental cannibalism, not so accidental cannibalism, questionable use of mummified corpse, lobotomized manservant, ill-advised use of kitchen implements. I'm sorry about the cookies and ice cream. If you know, you know. References to parental neglect and child abuse, parental loss, references to child sexual assault. It's a book about serial killers that have generally messed up murder and chaos. So that's some of the trigger warnings. But at the end of the day, it's a book about serial killers. There's gonna be some questionable things happening in there. But it was so fun, you guys. It was one of my favorite reads from last year. There's a fly flying around here, and it's annoying me so much. But yeah, it was one of the best reads from last year because did I read this last year or when did I read that? I don't know if I read it this year. I think I read it last year. But what I'm gonna do now is I have to go out. I have to go to the bank. Then I have to go to the supermarket because I want to make some brookie situation, I think it's called. It's like a cookie and a brownie baked all in the same pan. But I'm not gonna do that today. I'm probably gonna do it either tomorrow or on Friday. And then what else? Then I have to study because I have another exam on Friday. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna take you guys with me. Oh, I have to go to the post office because I have a package there that I have to pick up. And I don't know if I'm gonna bring you guys with me because, like, if it was the DJI, it would be easier. But with this camera, it's a lot, you know? Like, if you saw the setup, it's a lot. So, yeah. Maybe I'll bring you guys with my DJI. Maybe I'll do that. But don't hold me to it. I am back. I have left the house. I didn't record anything because I forgot my camera. But I have the package here. This is a package from Sterling Ink. So let's open it. When I got there, I thought I was going to have to pay taxes because the whole tariff situation with the US, but I didn't, which I appreciate, to be honest, because who wants to pay more taxes? So I just got one. I was gonna say I got one thing. I got one notebook. So I got a clear cover. And oh, I got some pencil boards. Wow, this one is stunning. Let me show you. Look at that. That is stunning. It's so pretty. And then we have this floral wall. Then we have this floral one, which it's really pretty, but I don't think I bought this. I think this was a gift. I'm pretty sure I only bought the bunny one and the mirror looking thingy. And I think I'm gonna have two bunnies because, okay, so I got the sterling ink and two planner. And this one's the compact, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the compact. And I got the same pencil board because with your planner, like your planner comes with a pencil board. So now I have 3 pencil boards. 2 of them are the same, but it's fine, I guess. And I got it in the shade Floss, which is the pinky one. And I'll show you guys if I can take it off. Wow, it's so pretty. It's like this one is the size of the Hobonichi Wicks. And I love this size. Like, I fell in love with the size as soon as I touched it. I was in love with it. So yeah, this one is so soft. The leather or faux leather, I don't know. It's really soft. And this one is the horizontal one. So the layout is the exact same layout as the wicks. The only difference is that in this side of the page on the wicks you don't have grid paper. It's just like regular blank paper. And on the sterling ink you do have grid paper, which I appreciate because this one is going to be my actual planner, the one that I forward planned with. So I do need the grid spaces because I do some little dots. Let's see when this one starts. The week starts on December, but I think this one starts on January 1st. Oh no, it starts the last week of December / the first week of the year because the 1st of January is a Thursday. Good to know. You guys, I cannot stop flipping through it. It's so soft, it's so cute. I love the shade of pink. It's such a pretty baby pink shade. I don't know if you're going to be able to really tell, but it's such a pretty pink. It's like a blush pink. I don't know. Really like it. Let me put it on. I was gonna put it on the cover, but I think I don't know if I'm gonna decorate it because I really like the color of it. So I don't think I'm gonna decorate it just yet, or at all, to be honest. And now I don't want to. I really don't want to, but I have to study. And oh, I also went to the supermarket and I got some brown sugar, some butter, some cocoa powder, and dark chocolate to make the brookie situation that I told you about. So I'll make it with you guys. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll make it tomorrow. Why not? As like a little break from studying, we'll do some baking. That sounds fun, right? Right. So what I'm gonna do now is shut up and go study. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. let's do a little update, shall we? It's Friday. It's like around 1:15 p.m., I think. Yeah, it's exactly 1:15 p.m. And I just got back from school. I had an exam, as I told you yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before, because I don't think I recorded anything yesterday. So I had an exam, and I think it went well. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to jinx it. And you're not here to hear about that. So, after that, I decided to go to a bookstore because tomorrow is my birthday and I wanted to treat myself to something. And there's this independent bookstore like 10 minutes away from my school that I really wanted to go to. So I was like, you know what? This is the perfect day for me to go. Like, if I needed an excuse to buy a book, it's my birthday. So that's what I did. And I ended up with 3 books. Let me tell you the bookstore that I went to first. The bookstore that I went to is parentheses, and it's in Madrid. I really liked the selection that they had. They had a variety of things, and it's also bilingual, so they have both books in Spanish and English, which we love to see. Let's do a little haul of what I got. The first book that I got is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I've only read one other Ali Hazelwood book, and that was The Love Hypothesis, but I enjoyed it. Even though her female character was a bit too quirky for me, I did enjoy it. So I decided to give Bride a chance because everybody's been talking about it, and everyone's been loving it. Even people that don't really like Ali Hazelwood, they do enjoy Bride. And she just came out with the second book in this interconnected series, which is Mate. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, you know what? It's October, and I'm in the mood for like supernatural, spooky kind of books. And I'm pretty sure this is an arranged marriage between a vampire and a werewolf, which my 16-year-old self that was obsessed with the Vampire Diaries and the originals, you know what? Klaus Michelson. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, so I got this. The next book that I got is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This one, it's a bit of a weird one because I haven't read any other Stephanie Garber books. I want to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, but I think that it's set in the same world as Caraval. So in order to read that, you have to read Caraval. And before diving into a 6-book long project, we'll say, I wanted to see if I would enjoy her writing style. And that's why I decided to get Alchemy of Secrets, even though this one is an adult fantasy and the other 2 series are young adult. Oh my god, you have to be kidding me. Okay, so what I was saying, even though that this one is an adult one and the other 2 are young adult, I don't think the writing style is going to be that different. So yeah, I wanted to give this one a chance because this is just like a 300-page book compared to a 6-long book series, whatever. And the last book that I got is Shield of Sparrows by Daphne Perry, and this one is a chunker of a book. The good thing about it is that I've already read it. Well, I listened to it, and at first I gave it a 3 stars. But the more that I think about it, I think it's like a 3.75 stars. And because I really liked like the second part of the book, I really did enjoy. And when I saw it, I was like, you know what? This is like a prize because I got through a 600-page book. That was a little bit boring at times. So as a prize, I wanna have this. And yeah, that's all the things that I got. I didn't buy anything else. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go film because I have to film. This video is not gonna go up this week, it's gonna go up next week. So I need a video to fill in for this week. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record that and then maybe we're gonna bake today. I hope. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Don't hold me accountable to anything because I have assignments that I have to do and I have to start studying for the exams that I have next week. So we'll see what happens.
A few moments later.
It's 8:37 p.m. And as you can tell by the lack of a baking montage, I didn't do any type of baking. But you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start shutting up my mouth and not telling you guys, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, and actually showing you. Because first of all, I feel so bad. I feel like I'm egging you on when it's really not my intention at all. I just either don't have the energy or the time to do those things. And for me, baking is kind of really therapeutic. It's like I'm in my own world with my little measuring cups and my scale and like mixing and doing all this stuff. So I really want to enjoy my baking time. And today I just didn't have the energy because after I was filming a video, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I was filming a video that's supposed to go up on Sunday. And after filming, I had to rearrange my whole TBR and so that took me a while. And then I was like, I don't have time for this, but I'm really in the mood to read. I'm enjoying my book and I really want to get back into this world because it's been like 2 days since the last time I picked up the book. And I did. I read, I don't know how many pages, but I made it to page 290 of One Dark Window. And you guys, when I tell you, this book has me kicking my feet and giggling like a little schoolgirl. I don't know what to tell you. The little crumbs of romance that are in here are so good. They're placed so well. And they don't feel rushed. They don't feel forced. They feel perfect. Also, Ravin, I think that's how you pronounce his name. The scene with Hoth, I think. You know, if I'm butchering these names, I'm really sorry. I don't know how to pronounce them. Especially because when I see something that I don't know how to pronounce, I just resort to pronouncing it how it's read in Spanish. So, yeah, I think it's Hoth. That fighting scene with Hoth, yeah, that man was standing on business. Literally standing on business. I love him. I love Robin. I love Elspeth too. She is so precious. Also the plot. We discovered something about the nightmare that I was not expecting, to be honest. I was not expecting that at all. Now I'm curious to know where this is going to go and what that entails and what is going to happen with the nightmare, because I was seeing him as this thing and now it turns out he's this other thing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. What else can I tell you guys? Oh yeah, the ambience, the setting, everything, how the writing, how everything is described, and how is, yeah, the ambience is so fall, like it's so gothic. And today was like a really gloomy day, so it was the perfect day to be reading this book and be in this world. The perfect day. But yeah, really loving it. Also, at first I thought I was going to be confused with the different types of magic and how they work and all of that. And the writing, I thought I really was going to struggle with the writing, but I'm not struggling at all. Like, I got everything pretty quickly. I actually find that everything is quite straightforward. I think I said that this was a YA series. I don't think it's YA. I think it's classified actually as new adult, which would make more sense because Elspeth, they're all on the older side. They're like 20 something years old. So yeah, it makes more sense that it's classified as a new adult book rather than a YA book. I'm so mad that it took me this long to pick up this duology, but at the same time, I'm so happy that I finally picked it up, because as you guys know, I haven't read much fantasy at all. This is one of the first that I'm reading, and I'm really, really, really enjoying it. It's so good. I don't have much more to say. I feel like I'm rambling now.
One eternity later.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Hello, guys. It's Saturday, November 1st, I think. Yes, it's Saturday, November 1st. It's 6:17 p.m. and it's been a while since the last time that I picked up this camera. I have to admit, my excuse is that I was in the thick of my exams and I didn't really have much time for anything other than actually doing my exams and studying for the next ones. So, yeah, but during that time, kind of made the time during 2 days to finish One Dark Window. And I did finish it. I have it right here with me, actually. Here it is. This book, you guys, it was so good. This book was 5 stars. Like, let's just start with the rating, shall we? Let's just get into it. It was 5 stars. This is the first time I've given a book 5 stars in I don't know how long. Like, I don't even remember the last 5-star that I gave. So, for me to say that this was 5 stars, it's like, it really was, you know? I don't really give out 5 stars that often because there's always something that is not working for me. But in this case, everything was working for me. The characters were perfect, the writing was perfect, the plot was perfect, the discoveries that we made were perfect, everything was perfect. Like, I have nothing bad to say about this book. It was that good. I don't know what I said the last update that I gave you guys, but I loved the romance. The romance wasn't like a huge part of the story. It was really like on the back end, but I really loved it. The nightmare, he's so creepy. The way Rachel Gillick describes him, he is so creepy, but at the same time, he has this wit about himself and his responses that I love. Ravin, our MC, he was studying on business during this book. He really was. And he had some really good one-liners. Like I said before, because I'm pretty sure I've said this before, he had me like giggling. And I was giddy just reading what was going on. And like, I'm giddy thinking about it. Like, you can see the dumb smile that I have on my face. That's how much I love these characters. Elspeth, which is our FMC, she kind of felt a little bit, I don't want to say flat, because flat isn't the word that I'm looking for. It's more that she kind of faded a little bit into the background for me. Even though her role in the story was very much at the front of the story and she was like the main character, I feel like apart from playing that role, she kind of just blended into the background for me. But that doesn't make me enjoy the book any less, because most of the times I feel like main characters can be a little bit annoying or have that main character energy about them. She didn't really have that, but she did play her role really good. Also, the plot twist at the end, I was not expecting what happened at the end at all. Like, I actually thought what happened at the end of this book was going to be part of the plot of book 2. I wasn't really expecting it to happen at book 1, but it did, and I was shocked, to be honest. Also, another thing about the end of the book, this might be slightly spoilery, but maybe not, because I'm not gonna say much. I'm just gonna say, in my opinion, everything that happened at the end of the book, how do I say this? I guess I just want to say that everyone got what they deserved at the end of the book. They really did. Like, I don't want to say who, because that would be the spoiler, but everyone kind of got what they deserved and what was coming for them. And that's all I'm going to say on book 1. I loved it. Also, I cannot stress how much I loved the writing. It was so poetic and lyrical and atmospheric, and it was so good. I feel like half of the book is the writing. That's gonna be my segue into book number 2, because I started reading Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillick. I started this like 2 days ago. I read like 40 pages, and then I picked it up today again, and I read 160 pages. I'm on page 208, chapter 29. There's so much things that are happening in this book. First of all, we have new points of view, because in the first book it was only Elspeth's point of view. So in this one we have 2 new points of view, which I'm really enjoying. We also have a new romance brewing, and I have to say I really like that too. I'm really rooting for them. Like, I'm rooting for everyone, and I hope it ends up like good. I hope we have a happy ending, because it would destroy me if this book doesn't have a happy ending. Like, I need this series, well, this duet, to have a happy ending. I care about each and every one of them way too much for them not to have their happy endings. What else? What else do I want to talk about? If you thought the nightmare was creepy in the first book, in this book, he's 10 times more creepy. Like, the descriptions that Rachel Gillick does, they're so precise. And I was reading this book, like I said, like 2 days ago. And there was this specific description, and it's like, it creeped me out so much I had to stop reading the book because it was dark outside, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. This is not why I'm reading this book. I don't want to be spooked. Like, yes, it's dark fantasy, gothic fantasy, but this is creepy. He is creepy. The writing is as good as the first book, if not better. The plot line, I love where it's taking us. And yeah, I don't think I can say much more because it would be spoilers. And my microphone is running out of battery. I have to charge it. But apart from that, I'm loving the book. I am, like I said, 208 pages in. I want to finish it by tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to read any more tonight. But yeah, I'll see you guys either tomorrow or on Monday with my thoughts. Probably tomorrow.
Much later.
Hello guys, it's Monday. I ended up reading yesterday, but I didn't finish the book because I feel like this is not a book that you can binge. Like, maybe you can if you want to, but there are a lot of things going on. So I feel like reading it at a slow pace is the best way to go about it. So I ended up reading as much as I could and as much as I felt like was right to read yesterday. But I ended up finishing it this morning, and you guys, I loved it. Two Twisted Crowns was equally as good, if not better, than One Dark Window. Also, I don't know if I said this on my other updates, but we had 2 distinct plot lines going on at the same time, and I feel like that helped the plot not feel stagnant at all, because whenever you thought things were starting to get a little bit boring with one group of characters, you had another group of characters with another different set of things going on. So I feel like that helped the storyline a lot. And I remember I was like, oh, okay, I don't care about what's going on with these characters right now. I want to be with the other ones. And whenever I said that, something would happen with the characters that I didn't care about anymore that would make me care again. So yeah, it was like watching a tennis match, because you were constantly going from one point to the next and things were happening. And yeah, it was great. I loved it. There are a couple of them that I didn't really like, and you're not supposed to like them, but I really, really hated them. And whenever I thought everything was going good, something happened and things weren't going great anymore. But yeah, the plot, the characters, everything was amazing. One thing I would have changed is I feel like we didn't have enough time with Robin and Elspeth. I would have liked to have more time with them. Also, we had like a completely different romance going on, and I was so invested in that romance. First of all, I was not expecting that romance to begin with. And second of all, I was not expecting to get as invested as I did, because it was so random. Like, I really was not expecting that at all. Also, I ended up getting emotional, you guys. At the end, I shed a tear or two. I was not expecting to get emotional. Like, I knew I was going to be a little bit sad, because we're going to be saying goodbye to some characters. So I knew I was going to be sad. But I was not expecting to actually, like, shed a tear. So yeah, that happened. Also, I feel like a duology is the right amount of books for this story. I feel like any more than that would have felt drawn out. I feel like Rachel Gillick did really good with tying everything with a knot and kind of not setting things straight, but like you're not left with questions that are unanswered. Like, you kind of get an answer for every question that you might have had. So I really enjoyed that too. So yeah, for me, this is a 5-star duology. These are the first 5-star books that I've given in quite a while. And yeah, now I'm more excited than ever to get into The Night and the Moth, because I really like her writing style. So yeah, those are my thoughts on One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because it's a long one. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on my next one.